Oh. Okay, boss na.
Are you ready? Sino unang magtanong? Mayroong microphone dyan sa inyo. Yes, sir.
Okay. Tanong ko po tungkol sa product natin sa TCK. Kasi may nakalagay doon sa ano natin sa packaging na bakit hindi pwede uminom 18 years old below? Bakit hindi pwede sa product natin?
18 years old below.
Yes.
Sir Paul, 18
Kasi sinabi niyo
sa,
food.
sa box.
Ano? 7 years old below.
7 years old below.
So, 7 years old below.
18 ba?
18 o 7? Ano ba? 18 kasi 18 o 7?
Pero yung training ko kay Miss May, it's 7. 7 doon, nasa box is 18.
Nasa box is 18.
Even if hindi kami nag-usap ni Sir Paul, the answer to the question is always FDA regulations. FDA has their own standard. Just to make them FDA. Kasi kung wala silang standard, hindi sila FDA.
Okay, so
I'll give you another idea. Ha? Sila yung author ng RDA, di ba? Alam niyo RDA? Recommended Dietary Allowance. Wala na ito ngayon. Bakit? Modern na technology, modern na rin sila. Kasi dati, they are B5, Bureau of Food and Drugs. Now, they are FDA. Ibig sabihin, they are more powerful. So this one is not powerful. So they change it to Rene. Rene is recommended energy nutrient intake. Bakit nila tinagal yan? Hindi na siya uso. Ito na uso ngayon. Just to have a standard. Ganun ba? So yung mga nakalagay dun sa box, standard lang yan.
So, pwede uminom yung bata?
Of course.
Okay.
Pwede. But you do not tell them like the way you... Pwede man kasi sabi sa amin sa training, pwede talaga yun.
Kasi
Para, pwede mo ibalik kasi sa kanila eh.
Kasi binibigyan natin yung product
Yes.
At
Pwede mo
tapos
ibalik.
yung
Ma'am,
client natin nagtatanong.
sir, ganito siya. Ma'am, sir, kung lalaki niyo yung client, sir, the preference, or it has been said in the box na 18 years old. As always po, any regulating body in a certain government will always have their own standard, 18. But if you look at it, cleansing or detox has been practiced for 12, 15 centuries already by Chinese medicine, by Ayurvedic medicine, which are the oldest medicine practice in the world. And they even do that to 2 years old ng mga tao. Pero pag sinabi natin ngayon, na gawin natin sa 2 years old, hindi po isa no-no ng FDA. Ang point ko lang po is, kung ikaw kliyente ka and then nagbamasid ka ng lahat ng anak, the decision will always be lying or nasa sa'yo yun. Nasa inyo yun. Sa amin pong standard dyan nakalagay kasi we wanted to comply with FDA. We don't want to argue with you. Pero, ang pinakamaganda talaga dyan, you have your own experience. Let's say you have may anak ka, 5 years old, 6 years old, na-apply mo. Yun ang pinaka-powerful mo sasabihin. Pero kung wala ka namang ganong experience, huwag kang magpatuga-tuga. You get me?
Yes.
Pero kung meron ka experience, that would be better. Or you can solicit ideas from your other admins. Have you tried with 7 years old, 8 years old? Ang sasabihin mo lang doon, na-try na po yan ng ibang clients namin sa 7 years old, sa 5 years old. Wala naman po naging problema. Ganun lang siya. Okay? Next question. Ako magtatanong kung ayaw nyo. Next question. Pero mamaya, pag labas ko,
Okay, siya.
naman ha, I don't
Siya.
like that.
Sir, good evening.
Yes.
Admin Ann from MJ Marketing.
Oh,
MJ Marketing, Admin Ann, MJ
Ann.
Marketing. First question, pwede bang makatake ang dialysis patient na
Dialysis patient ng
PC?
TCK. Pwede ba siya makatake? Pwede. Because the context of the question is pwede ba siya makatake. If you talk about detox, ano ibig sabihin? Resting, cleansing, and nourishing. So anybody being sick or not sick can use it.
Kasi
So what is the next question? Kasi the context of the question is, pwede ba? Hindi kasi siya nagtanong na gamot ba yan? para sa dialysis. Kasi pag gamot, doon magiging mas mahaba explanation. Pero ang tanong kasi, pwede ba? Pwede ba?
Kasi ano eh, yung iba kasi yung dialysis patient, bawal sila mag-take ng maraming tubig.
Of course, we know that, na hindi sila pwede uminom ng maraming tubig. So, meron bang ideal na tubig na i-mix mo doon sa, sa TCK? Meron? Ilan na? Kung 300 ml, what are you going to do? Isa? Nako ha? Kung 300 ml lang ang i-mix mo doon sa isang sachet, and then the patient wants to take it, kasi naintindihan niya yung idea on resting, cleansing, and nourishing, because in the first place, lahat po ng pasyente, kung bakit natatagalan sila sa ospital, is because kahit ilan lang nainom nila ng gamot, hindi pumapasok sa loob kasi hindi cleanse, hindi ready yung gut for the absorption of nutrients. Kaya wala nangyayari. So the first thing supposed to be na gagawin ng tao, mag-cleanse din talaga siya. Supposed to be. Iinom dapat siya ng TCK. Dapat every day sa lahat ng bahay sa buong mundo mayroong TCK. So ngayon, kung yung concern gusto niyang kumain, gusto naman take, you don't deprive the patient. But because the water is a problem with the patient, then you have to divide it. Diba? Gagawin mo, sige, instead of 300 ml, gawin natin 50 ml. Pero hindi yung buong sachet ang gamitin mo. Pwede, 1/3, 1/4 of that. It's possible. Do not make the problem a problem. You always have to give a solution to the problem. Okay?
Last question. Meron kasi kaming na customer na isang nutritionist,
Okay.
registered nutritionist na take ng TCK for lose weight. Sabi niya, hindi daw effective ang TCK for lose weight.
Siya mismo nagsabi.
Yes po.
So, which means she used it.
Yes po.
And then, naniwala ka kagad. Na ginamit niya.
Wala, sabi niya. P-box kasi ginamit niya eh.
Sigurado ka na naggamit na siya.
Sabi niya.
Kasi ako usually, if I have clients, the first thing I ask if they would claim that they have used the product, I would ask them first of the tastes. Pag sabihin nila matamis, paano po prepare? Pag sabihin niya, ginagawa ko lang sa bibig ko, ay hindi po kasi minimiss yun. Huwag ka maniwala ka agad sabihin ng client. Tanong mo na, ano pong kulay nun? Sabihin niya puti, ay hindi po yun to si Green Cherry. Nalagawin mo niya. And then, huwag ka sabi mo siya. Ang maganda dun ang maganda sa tanong mo, sinabi mo, she is a registered nutritionist. Because I have to make this one very clear to you. Some people kasi use their, what we call, reverse psychology ba? Kung sinong unang matakot o masindak, yun ang mananalo, di ba? Especially when it comes to online or e-commerce. So ganito yun. If somebody will tell you she's a nutritionist, huwag kang matakot. Kasi yung nutritionist na yan, dalawa ang rason bakit nutritionist siya. Number one, hindi siya pumasa ng board exam kung na board exam siya, kaya nutritionist siya. Oo, kasi ang nutritionist that passed the board exam is a dentist. Doon ka matakot. Kasi pasa sa board. So pag nutritionist, at the back of your mind, hindi ka pasado sa board kung nag-take ka bagsakan short. Ganun ba? I-clarify mo lang kung talagang totoo na siya. Oh, kasi tatanong mo minsan, ilang sachet ba yung nabili niyo? Sabi niya 20, ha? Hindi ba 20 sachet ang TCK? Tama, hindi. Ilang sachet ba? See? Pag sinabi niya, 20 kasi tatlo, kulang ka pa lang isa lang, 20 pala tatlo eh. So hindi TCK yung nabili mo. Ibang product yun. Okay? Next! Lahat ko, mo. Yes. Ikaw yung virgin mom, right? First timer daw to eh.
First timer.
Sir Jojo,
Yes, po.
first of all, I would like to say that idol na kita ngayon.
Wow! Okay, saglit ha, sabi ko niya, idol niya ako. Mamaya kasi, di ba we will have picture taking, right? Kung mag-picture taking, kalma lang kayo ha, ako lang to, ako lang to.
Honestly, sir, hindi ko na-expect na thorough ang ating product knowledge.
Solo ba yun?
Yeah.
Sa akin is Tora,
You
Duro.
answered-
Tora yun,
Seriously,
kasi
you
short na
answered
time,
all
Tora
of
na
my
lang.
unanswered
Saglit na. I have to cut you. Kasi when I was sitting down with Sir Paul, parang we were talking, parang sabi ko, ang dami ko palang gusto sabihin. Kaya nung nagungkot ka ngayon na thorough, parang nakakataba ng puso. Parang ang dami mo alam na kapit na doon. Parang sa akin kulang yun eh. Although, I hope that you have learned a lot of things out from that particular 1 hour and a half. What's your question?
Kasi ako I have been self-studying, bibigyan ko na
I'm a researcher.
Yeah.
Ako din po, researcher.
And years ago, I've been
Yes.
drinking kefir from Corina, if you remember.
Kay Corina.
And then,
Hindi ko siya close.
tapos ngayon, until now, nagpo-probiotics ako. So, alam ko about soluble and soluble fiber.
Kaya pala, bilis mo sa mga dinagdagan mo sa
So,
mga fiber.
this answers all of the prayers. Questions.
Ikaw, TCK.
As a customer, siyempre, ilalagay natin ang sarili na sa customer. So, my question is it safe to say, can we claim that this is a cure-all cleanser?
Ayun na nga. Sabi ko kanina kay Sir
Kasi
Robert.
usual yan na question.
Ito yun. Kanina, I was talking to Sir Robert. If you notice, when I gave my intro, I said na kapag tinatanong ng client, nakakagamot ba yan ang nararamdaman ko? So automatically, that will lead you, if you answer that question, that will lead you to a trap. So your question is, kung titinan nyo kanina sa lecture ko, hindi ko talaga siya sinagot, tama? Yung lecture ko kanina, hindi ko talaga sinagot yung intro ko because I wanted na ibalik ulit yung sa tanong sa Q&A. If that is your question, then the answer is no.
Okay.
The answer is no.
What's the, ang sinasabi kayo?
But if you would wanted a smart answer to that, it's like this. If you would, ma'am, if you would like for me, if you would like to get my own opinion about it, it's like this. The product is indirectly doing the cure-all. In what manner? Ayusin mo yung indirectly, ilagay mo sa word indirectly. Because everything that happens inside the body is a collaborative function between your immune system and the presence of probiotics. And the nutrients found in every product that we take. Without these three factors, nutritionals, your probiotics, and your healthy immune system, hindi po mangyayari ang cure. Now, if you would insist that the ones that cure is a medicine, then that is the other side of the coin. Because the curing effect of medicine is temporary, hindi long term. But the curing effect of a healthy immune system is long term. So you decide which one. Yung sa gamot ko ba or yung sa natural way? You're welcome. Next question. Ma'am, thank you kayo mga kaya nag-research ko dahil sa iyo. Lindot yan siya ma'am. Kina-cultivate sa... Anybody will... Yes. Miss May, I also believe you have...
Naula nga mo, manipis itong kulong sige ng sige.
Akong question.
Manipis na ko na yung ula.
Ano yung mga complications sa kung mag-take of TCK kang mga operating persons ba? Like, sa college,ag-operahan,
Your question has two particular aspects. Your question is, may complications ba? You're referring to a medicine. Gamot ang ininom ng client pag mayroong complications. Kasi any medicine will always have contraindications, complications, and delays about that stuff. A certain product that is a food or food supplement, very impossible. Kung mayroong possibility, very small, na mayroong complications. The second aspect of your question is because the client undergone operation. So that's a different situation. Ano bang gustong iparating ng kliyente sa'yo? The client probably wanted to recover from a certain operation kasi si Sarian gusto niya siguro mutahi ulit sa pilit na yung tuloy sa tuloy. So may nabog kasi pa, pilit na ka na. Ibubo na naman, project na ka na naman. Kung ano yung gusto mo, o saan yung gusto mo may tabuha? Because with that kind of thinking, the client is telling you that I want you to take a product na maulian to mga samat sa o ako okay na. Anak mo kung ako nauna, anak. So you have to correct their line of thinking. Ma'am, TCK is a product that has to do with detox or cleansing. When we talk of cleansing as a whole, detox po ang gamit na medical term. Pag detox po, there are three phases. You have resting, you have cleansing, and you have nourishing. So all of these three phases will automatically affect the immune system function. So that when the immune system is functioning 100%, then you are assured of a healthy body. You are assured of a long life. And that only TCK can offer. No other product can offer that. I'm not going to go to soon. Okay? Next, from the back. What are more questions about? Yes, ma'am. Kabalo mo? Kailan yung nalagyan ng session? Kailan bang Q&A? Kung ikaw ang speaker,
Manipis.
ang usual mo expect na mag-question ka kung mga naka-atay, ganito kung todo. Yan nga ko dahil kita nakata kung todo niya, hindi kong question mo rin, gusto may sunan eh.
Manipis ha,
Hindi ko
kulon.
Akong i-challenge mo lang kung todo.
Manipis daw.
Or what match you book in this food? Yes, ma'am. Name, please po. Name,
Says him.
address.
Sorry sir, late ako kanina.
Okay.
Sumpay sa iyang question operada, no?
Mm.
So I've been getting ka ng notifications kay na mga admins. And then, dili na ko liliw nung silang i-answer. So I want to correct them if sakto ba or dili. Pero I really don't know yun sa answer sa kong admin. Ang ako makita notification question is, kung kitagtangan ako colon, mainom pa ba ko?
That's a very good question. Very good question in the sense that you know very well that the client is Bobo. Alam mo ba, taas na ka ng colon, mabuti ka yun. How is small and large intestine small? Diba, small intestine is a colon. You have large intestine which is your big colon, right? I don't think so. I hope na mag-ahog ko na nag-ibog ang colon. Grabe ka tulog sa client. Pero, for the sake of discussion, hello? Everybody, for the sake of discussion, you respect the client. Hindi mo siya, ma'am, gihulot din pala ng colon ng ibog. So, imo naman yun lang, tilaang bang, pagano sa mga ibog. Kalisok lang.
Bitaw sir, ang ako makita answer sa akong chat akong admin ba nga, ma'am, pwede, ma'am. Pinahukok ni Boso kay Kapag.
Okay. Just to give you a background, parang sa idea kay, parang it becomes a laughing stock, no? Pero ang question is, kitubag pa to sa speaker mo, wala nang tubag, okay? Kailangan kung kinatawag na mo o mga procedure sa hospital, natanggalan ka o portion, it's because it's suffering from ulcer. Usually, ang kitanggal ang portion sa small intestines. Pag ulcer. Pero kung cancer na siya, colon cancer, usually colon cancer are in the large intestines. Pag putol sa na siya, mabilin pag talang putlod. Another portion. So, na yung mabilin. So, ang saktong tubag is, ma'am, I believe so, nga dili tanan mahurot o putol ang colon. So, tas ikaoperahan ka sa colon, pwede paghap mo kamutay sa TCK. Kaya pa may nabili ng colon niya. Unless, ikaw mismo nga sa doktor na hukta na ba ng colon. Pero di ka kapalit sa among product. Yung mga kantating mga, pero di ka kailangan pala sa among product. Ang putol na lang talaga ng colon. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much.
Kailan question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, simple question, pero hindi ko katuog.
Exactly.
Ipasa mo good kalit sa akong admin ang phone. Makuha siya gold package, ang katong client from Quezon Province. And then, kalit siya ganyan nga, ay ma'am, ipasa kalit sa ako siya, ma'am, okay lang ba? Na-shake niya na, and then ilagay sa ref, bukas niya na nainom. So, ang explanation ko is, careful with that jelly ano, pero I'm not sure if correct ang answer ko na safe pa siya bukas na inumin.
This is the point here. If you absolutely know fiber, you would automatically answer the question. It has to be taken right away. The word is right away. After
Ilagay
you
sa
shoot
ref?
it, Pag nasa red man, pagkauban, hindi na mainom pa. Kung siya naon. Wala na siya smoothie pa ng ice cream. Ngayon nga, pagkauban, hindi na siya inom ka. Uno na siya. Okay, muayos naman po siya, magay. Kanaan ko sa mong admin pa. Kasi na, dagaghanin, kanaan ko. Kaya pasabot, hindi kinahalan o maayo ka mutubag. Basta kay alisgada lang ka, bitaw naon mo din sa. Kung naman kay naon din, di ba po kayo maaway, di ba ma? Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening po.
I've been receiving questions of why is it hindi pwede sa buntis nursing moms.
Okay, nursing moms. Explain namin nursing sila, no? Kasi may yung mga, alam mo, ito si Sophie, mahilig siya magpakatawan na, wala na may nalib. Kasi according to my professor, the best way to instill knowledge and absorption of the knowledge and application of the knowledge is put it into a particular situation na asya kahalong sense of humor ba? Ito na mas galit nila ma-absorb. But anyway, sir, taga-electric company ka, sir? Dapat kay Vico would, sir. Kung naman na naman, sir. Malulay ka, sir. What's your name, sir? Louie. Okay. So, ang iyong question is, ano nga kabutaan nasa pregnant and pwede usan na si mothers? It is still FDA standards. Dili siya pwede. But, the difference between us, kamo ako, kasi if I were the admin, my answer will be different. Kasi sa pregnancy kasi, ang critical stage ng pregnancy is always on the first trimester. Any scientists, doctors, and experts on that matter wouldn't like to explore on giving something concentrated, something that has a cleansing or detox effect to someone who is pregnant in the first trimester because it affects the growth and development of the fetus. Pero after the first trimester, it's okay. That is on the point of view of a medical professional. But since you are not a medical professional, do not act like one. You cannot do that. But because of FDA standards, then we have to follow them. Ano na siya? Kasi the need arises when the client is the one that will claim. Mana siya, gusto siya ko mo inom. Na magbutay kasi siya may gusto mo inom. Nakat niyo ang point? Especially when the client has a clear idea and knowledge on integrative medicine, mugamit kina siya. Maski pag buntis na siya 6 months, 7 months, inom na siya. Even if nagpa-daddy na siya sa baka, inom na siya. Kasi imagine ha, pero mo inom siya. The colostrum or the mother's milk contains what? Bacteria, good bacteria, right? Now if the mom wants to add the number of good bacteria there, dapat mag-inom siya.
Yes.
Got my point? It depends on how you're going to open it up to her. But then, if the standards will tell us, ayaw po mo, pag-tuga-tuga, apakayabang nyo naman. Ano na siya? Sunod sa tao sa yung mga requirements nila. Next, ito nga microphone yung wala nagamit, dapat ato niya ipagawas ang microphone. Yung wala nagamit. Nobody is courageous enough to stand and use that microphone. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening,
Oh,
sir.
yes, the name is?
Bebeth. My name is Bebeth.
Okay.
What is the best time to take the TCK for you, sir? I want to hear from you.
Sa ako yun, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Kaya mo lang ang dating nga, ganahan mo kung ikaw, sir, na masiglahin ang yung answer.
Exactly.
The best time, we're asking from you the best time.
Yes, sir.
Ang problema na there are 24 hours in a day, right? So the first answer is preferably evening. Pero, kung gusto nyo ka usang orasa, kung yung pagkialam mo, basta ka sa orasa, gusto ko basta kayo. In the evening ka mo inom, kaya gusto ka matulog, pagod ka matulog. And that's the best time.
Thank you.
Kita matulog kag alas 12. Lisod po. Alas 9, nag-party mo, inom na ka kay eating mo doon, inom ako. Di party ka, kauban ko, party ka ng i-catch. So, po. Sorry for my word.
Thank you.
Wala, basta in the evening siya. Mas komportable mo ka lang before going to bed. Kasi if there are things there like, magtrabaho na si partner, kita kayo balo eh. Kita kayo balo. Ang point is, na lifestyle o katong magagaling na nga, depende sa itong lawas. Kung saan yung pagtrabaho. No? Kaya kung healthy lifestyle itong tao, dito siya basta-basta maka i-catch. Kasi ito bold. Pero kung kasagay mo tao, first time isa na mo kayo, expected nila ang magtrabaho sa tao. Hindi na may tao na magtrabaho sa tao. Magtrabaho. So it will cost for them to really go to the bathroom. Kaya kato na may muhatag na alarm sa you have to go and remove that. Listen po, sir, na ang natural law will tell us every 4 hours, ang mga pagkaon, travel man from one particular colon to another. So kung gikan ko sa mong bakbak, gusto sa imong tiyan, transfer sa imong small intestine sa pinaka-last part, katong ilium, if I'm not mistaken. Bago niya 4 hours to 8 hours. So you see, 8 hours sa i-transfer, ipagkalaw ko palunod ko sa imong colon, palunod sa anus, 8 hours na. Supposed to be good, every 8 hours, kaya kaon man ka, 3 times yun ang healthy person na mupupo. So kung kaduha ka, you probably is still healthy. Pag once a day na ka, gailog pala ang imong state kung healthy ba ka or you are going to a sick state. How much more kung every other day ka mag-Bangladesh? So poor. Diba? So with the TCK, probably from once, pwede ka mausap o twice. Ano siya? Ang imong pag mamo ko na siya pinaka-point niya, mayroon kag, di ba ang usual, I was looking at the conversation or the presentation in 21 days, right? 21 days. Okay, kasi the 21 days has something to do with mindset, positive thinking, and even, habit forming, ano na siya. The point is, when it comes to your body, it's not habit forming. Kasi the body knows when to cure itself. And the scientific explanation is the body can only cure, repair itself, and can only make you healthy when it is able to do the work in the next 90 to 120 days. Kaya if I will be the one to do the lecture or explanation to the clients, I will tell them you have to go to the 90 days to 120 days. The 21 days is only preferable for people who are with the lifestyle healthy. Pero kung di ka healthy, you go for 90 to 120 days. Wala dapat umaton. Can you follow? Yes. Ganun bang 90 to 120 days? Ang kubang anak, it is proven, it has been studied that the body is able to complete its stage of changing or removing all of the inside, pinaka-minute dead cells there, or toxins wala sa pinaka-ugat-ugatan, 90 days to 120 days sila niya, tanggalon tanan. Yes, that is the reason why 3 months to 6 months, usually. Pag mga, kanagtatawag na mo ka ng advanced stage, pero sa tuberculosis, na may minimal na po katong yung pang 1 year, 6 months to 1 year. Sa advanced stage. Okay? Next question, please. Yes, ma'am.
Ano naman ni Sir to? Since TCK is
Detoxify.
it will detoxify or it cleans. Now, how can this be effective to fatty liver or the gallstones or the kidney stones, or does this needs to be breaking the stones?
Okay.
Can this be, how can this be effective?
Your question was very simple sa first part. Pag-abot na dito sa second part, yung muna nagsupay mga stones, that makes it very difficult. Because it seems that you are looking at me like I am a surgeon. Yung mga pinagaling ko as nurse lang po. Specialist ako in nutritional immunology, but not a surgeon, okay? Point. Fatty liver. You have to understand that the main filtering organ of the human body are liver and kidneys. So the first organs that we need the help of TCK is liver and kidney. So the answer to the first question is it is needed by people who are suffering from fatty liver. That's the first answer. But then, gidugtungan mo stones. And then, pag tutulong mo sa stones, tuha pag yun, kabuok, tuha sa kidney, tuha sa gallbladder. Huwag na kung dito sa isa. Ewan yung giduka. Una isumpal, pagin mo, ila ba ng tanggalon? Unsa ko? Ginoo? TCK lang ko! Okay, this is the point here. Stones comes in two particular components that made them difficult for medical professionals. Because kapag yan ay calcium-based stones, there is no way to help it out but to go through under the knife. Pirahan siya. Pero kung nakalagang budget, laser na siya kayo. Yung di nakagisian, ang sinunod, di, mga bungkag na to sila. Kung may budget, mag-TCK na ka. Kung ang imong stone is carbonate-based or carbon-based. Kaya humok man ko ang mga stones. Okay? Malanay na siya kung permihon mong sulod ang antioxidants, permihon mong sulod mga cleansing and bacteria. Kaya no, bacteria themselves, ang ilang mga ihi o ilang mga pupo are actually what components of mga chemicals that are able to destroy some of these mga kapundok na mga abo, mga ilang stones. Pwede nila lang patagal na. Pero pag calcium-based, wala, diso na spelling mo. So ang una nimong ibalik sa client, did you ask the doctor if it is a calcium-based stones or a carbon-based stones? Shucks, dahil hindi siya tubag. Sumpayin pa ma'am, because if it is a calcium-based, I'm to see the doctors. Pag carbon-based, pag lak-lak o TCK. Yes? Alam ko, ikaw kung ano is, bilang ko sa drama, yes. Yes ba? Apple. Green apple? Red apple.
Answer na lang. Why ka lang kinahanglan na after meal vitamin?
Lisod po, ma'am. Cleansing gani, wala kayo limpiyuhon. Naman sunod, wala siya limpiyuhon. Wala check na siya kayo, di ba? Pero kayo mag-seryoso, magkakala naman julog. Sige ma'am, kumamita ka. Hindi na kakakaon. Wala yung gusto. Kaya ang dating pa sa question, nga naman yung, kumalag yung kaon. Wala naman. Abi, kung gusto naman, people mo kaon. Wala mo kaon. Ang point ma'am na, sige po na yung siya nga logic. It has to be after meals. Kasi sa may limpiyuhon dito, ang imo kasi una limpiyuhon, until bago dito sa ilalong. You get my point? So, kung magdubli mo ganun trabaho, wag pa ka nagkaon, yan ilong na ka. Yan ikaw nasa kanal sa kay gidugang. You get my point? Nabi naghumba, para ganun na. Lugay pa kayo limpiyuhon ng mga oil. Lugay ka naman sa mga taon. Sa mga trans fats. Siyempre kayo na. Lugay kayo na siya pagpunawin. Yes, but at least from the back na may daghang nag-participate.
Hi, good evening. My name is Rizal. My
Rizal.
question is, yung detoxifier and cleansing, it can be helped also by the skin, like pimples, acne.
Okay.
Some people kasi asking about
Oh my God, I love your question. Because your question is leading to something very wonderful. You know why? Ito siya. The secret of the beautiful skin. Glossy, give me other adjective to define your skin. The skin tone, you have a glossy white skin, okay, from blooming skin. The secret to that is a healthy liver. And I said the liver is one of the major organs for filtration, right? Panglinis. So meaning, cleansing or detoxifying, is it good for the liver? It is. And when it's good for the liver, it affects automatically the skin. Pag maganda ang skin mo, pag malinis ang atay mo at saka yung kidneys mo, automatically malinis ang dugo mo. Pag malinis ang dugo mo, it reflects on your skin. That is why beauty starts from within. Hindi what you outside. Nakabutan mo sa TCK, it cleanses you from inside out. From inside out. Kaya mali po yung concept na pumunta ako kay Dr. Vicky Bello para magpaganda or bilari ko kutis. No, mali na siya. Punta muna ako sa TCK bago kay Dr. Vicky Bello. Now, the point is, the world and the market of today is looking for a certain name of a compound or a nutrient, which is an amino acid, na pinagkakaguluhan ng mga tao, like glutathione, right? That is what they want. The point that I'd like for you to see is, di ba sabi ko, this one is TCK, the colon king, right? We're looking for the queen, right? Hinahanap natin si queen. Nasaan si queen? And the queen happens to be on the context of religious aspect. The queen is referred to Eve, right? Si Eve. And the product we're going to launch is Eva, right? Eva. Is it a coincidence? May king na, may queen pa. Saan ka ba? Well, that answers your question. So pag gusto talaga nila ng specific, you want us to cleanse you inside and out. We need to say, you have the inside, TCK, and then the outside, magantay ka ng December. Lalabas si Eva. Yes? More?
Hi, sir.
Ay, yes ma'am.
May nag-text sa akin.
May nag-text. Kung nga, kumain sa akin.
Kasi,
May
yes.
nag-text.
Okay.
No.
In treating the hyperacidity using TCK, how often should you drink and when is the best time to drink TCK for hyperacidity?
I like that. I like that kasi it promotes more sales. The question is leading to more frequent use, right? So hindi ka na lang once a day. Kasi siya nagsabi, how frequent, how many times? So you like 3 times? Go ahead. O ganyan. Yan ang point. Siya nagsabi, di ba? Pero ang point doon is, meron siyang hyperacidity, acid reflux, or GERD. Baka ganun siguro yung problema na client. So, how often or when is the best time to take the product? You cannot change the timing. It's always after meals. So kung sa kanya, pwede siyang mugo up to 3 times a day. But only in the next 7 to 14 days. Any cleansing product has to be taken by people who has already a certain problem. Maximum is 14 days. Kung yung dosage nila is nasa 2 to 3 times a day. Kasi pagdating nila na 15 days, they have to go back to once a day. Ganun yung gagawin doon. However, you do not do the explanation. Probably you can say, for a while, we just would like to submit this question to our medical professional. At biglang, papasok doon sino yung mga, katulad naman, operator. Then the operator will call the 5 dots, and the 5 dots will call the, what's this, the consultant. And then this is from the consultant. Di ba ang taray ng drama? Ay, iba pala, TCK, meron talaga sa mga medical consultant. Kasi nakasalalay doon license ng consultant. How do you point? From the point of view of a consultant who is a specialist on like this and like that, sabi niya, ito po yan. Kasi malalaman mo naman if the client will agree with you or not. Malalaman mo. So you always have to give him the prerogative na siya pa rin mag-conclude. Ito lang po yung sinabi. Ganun yun. So, yung acid reflux is made, dapat mas damihan niya ng 2 to 3 times, but still after meals. But the problem with acid reflux kasi is, ano siya eh, pag may siyang nililagay na gamot, that is another consideration. Number 2, kapag the patient, if you see the patient personally, baka masyado din siya mismo is creating problem to herself. Or the kind of job that she or he has is promoting more stress. Kaya kailangan na talaga niya mag-detox. So pag mag-detox, iklaro mo ang 3 phases. Resting. Mag-rest ka, you get away with stress. You get away with your soft drinks, your juices na mga juices na iba-iba, iced tea, you get out with your coffee, gano'n. So, i-emphasize mo yung resting.
Tubig, ano?
And then, pagkatapos ng resting mo, mag-cleansing ka na kasi meron siyang mga fiber rich. Okay? And then, mag-nourish ka. Ganun din siya. Kailangan i-process mo yung tatlo para mas maintindihan mo na kailangan ko palang sabayan ito. Hindi pwede parang ang dating is miracle drug or miracle substance sa pag nakainom ko ng dalawang sachet, okay na ako. Hindi pwede. Next. Sino pa? Wala ka? It's still 8:30. Ang alam ko hanggang 12 midnight ito. Sana. Yes po? Ako magtanong. Ha? Kasi siguro hindi pa nyo na-encounter meron na ka-encounter na ng mga tanong dyan na hindi pala nasagot. Alam nyo yun. Nahiya lang siguro kayong umawag sa microphone. Katulad ng tanong kanina, sa dinami-dami ng ingredients na yan, di ba nag-overlap? Ha? Kayong sumagot sa tanong na yan. Sa dinami-dami ng ingredients na dyan, di ba nag-overlap? Ito kasi malunggay has fiber, barley has fiber, sinyum has fiber. Di ba nag-overlap siya? Sobrang dami na yan. That makes it useless anymore. Anong answer doon? Kasi wala nagtanong sa inyo na gano'n. Hindi nyo ba na-encounter yan? Antayin natin na-encounter nyo ha. Pagka next month, mag-ganito lang tayo ulit. Sisulat nyo yung mga tanong nyo. What else? Kasi di ba meron akong topic kanina about color, right? Ano significance ng color? Kasi si Corina is saying red juice daw. Eh tayo, green juice. Which one is powerful? Green juice or red juice? Ha? Bakit? Ato na nga. Amo, gusto ko na siya nga. Ato ni. Napula ko ni. Diba? Isimuman. O sa may significance? Green juice versus red juice. Which one is powerful? Huh? The answer to the question is they're both powerful. The difference is when you answer the mechanism of action between the green juice and the red juice. Huh? Because the answer to the question is this: the red juice is primarily and majority of the property or potency is more on nourishing. It's more on nourishing. But the green juice is, the aspects are 3: resting, cleansing, and nourishing. Saan ka? 3-in-1 or isa lang? Isa 3-in-1. Ano na siya? Yes, sir?
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Sir, curious lang po ba kay ang mga client mo na mo maka-receive ng mga kanila response? Actually, ang color natin is green.
Oh, green.
But most of the time, ang mga client, maka-receive sila is color brown siya. So, what happened? Yeah.
I have to point this out to the admin, the 5 dots or Miss May. You encountered this in your...
Actually, nasa yung pagka-green niya, turning to brown. Yeah.
Actually, your answer is leading to that. Kasi I am more supposed to be, kaya gusto kong i-call attention ng the five times. Kasi the answer to the question is, it has something to do with the age of the product. Kaya nag-iiba yung kulay. Kasi pag the product mo is going to its expiration date, then it cannot give you the green talaga. It gives you the other color. Kasi meron kami tinatawag na 2 years, di ba, sa expiration. You would notice that you have a brand new product talaga. Yung, di ba, manufactured, di ba, ngayon, November 8. Alam ba, nakalagay, November 1 na manufactured. And then nasa sa kamay mo na, pag itimpla mo yun, green talaga yun. Pero pag November 1 na siya, 2021, most likely, ganun yung kulay niya, green na mayroong pagkabla. Kasi if the age is already old, then it becomes ano. So your next question is it potent like before? Mula siya, kuya, o kung nanay edad, mamurog na siya, kuya.
Sir, my next question is, effective ba ang atong product?
Kung yung ato nga
Yes.
age, it is effective, but then there is already this what we call weakness. Meaning, dili siya potent like the ones that are,
So,
siya?
sa may atong itubag ha sa atong
Sa imong client,
client, yes.
kung ano mo siya, pakita nga po mo to sa imuha. Kailang expiration date. Para to make sure po na the product you are taking is still, Kaya kung makita mo good niya, I know that the company has their own consideration of that. Kaya hindi mo pwede kung mag-deliver ka na, happy na yun siya expire. We shouldn't do that. Kaya sa akong other companies mo, I always make sure, being the consultant, I always make sure pag 6 months na lang, ako yung naging paulit na. Kaya 5 months na, ako naging paulit. Dapat na sa contract na ako sa supplier. You cannot give us a product na 8 months na lang, hindi. Dapat na ilagay yung deliver sa mua, mo idatig siya o 18 months, 15 months, or 12 months. Kaya depende mo sa manufacturer. So lagi na sa imong contract, hindi ka mudawan ito, namin nga klase nga formulation nga, tigulang na ang produktor na nang edad. Yes?
Sir, I've tried the product and
That's good.
yeah, thank you. And my question is, how do we appease the fear of our clients? Because there will be effects. Just like mine, I did have the effect na in the morning, you go to the comfort room and all that. However, on the last day of me taking the product, I only had the one box. I had the rashes. And it did not, even though I was told by Miss May, she did have experiences. One of the experiences is having rashes. But how do you set the expectation of your clients that there will be such effects on your body when you take this product, the TCK? Or how do we explain to them there will be that fear?
Can you please give him a round of applause? Because I was waiting for a question like that. The question is an intelligent question. And that's the first one for tonight. The rest of the questions were easy. This one is really difficult. Okay? Kasi nga, the point is, how do you appease? The way you structured your question, you as the one who is asking the question, is telling me that it is an unexpected phenomenon. Ikaw mismo, kabalo na ka, pag question mo pa lang, kabalo na ka, everyone who are or who will be buying the products and using the product will always have those experiences. So that's the good thing there. Kabalo ka. Ang uban kasi, ano yung lala? It is an expected phenomenon for anybody that they will always have those type of feeling or those type of what we call discomfort. Why? 3 things. Number 1, adjustment. Is it normal? It is. Anybody who is exposed first time will always adjust. Di ba ma'am? Virgin ka ma'am? Sakit, dili. Kung first time mo adjust, agree or disagree? So if you feel something, it is normal. So when the client will tell you, oh my God, I feel this one like that, is this your first time to take TCK? Yes, it's expected. You are adjusting to it. Nag-adjust ka. Second, you are actually giving so-called signs of healing. Nag-heal ka. Okay? Nag-heal. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo alam, deep inside your body, meron na pala doong mga sira-sira. At nag-heal siya. Kaya you feel those pain, you feel those something na parang lightheadedness. Wala makog ka ng vertigo. So man siya. Kasi it's repairing everything. So you are healing. The last one is, you are adapting. Iba yung adjusting sa adapting. So na siya, sir. Okay, I'll give you an idea. Pag mag-jogging ka, for the first time, what happens tomorrow? What is that? Adjusting, sure ka? Or adapting? Kasi the pain is there. Kung mag-jogging sa kaugma, the pain is there, pero gani-hinay. So, ga-adapt siya sa imuhang i-introduce na routine. Claro? Now, this is another situation. You are a fractured patient. Fractured. Nabalian ka, isimento, ibutahan o puthaw. Kung gaan na siya, pag ibot atong simento, mudreso ka na. Gili. Mudreso o mag-hina-hina ka na. One. Dapat kay physical therapist, occupational therapist sama, hatog yung musik siya. What is that? That's adjusting. That is why they feel that. They would always feel that. However, what makes the question really intelligent is the way you point out rashes there. Kasi I was waiting for the magic word to come out from your mouth. But you did not risk. Hindi ka nag-risk. Siguro your brain was telling you, do not attempt to ask that one because the speaker has an answer. I was waiting for you to point out that rashes, was that allergic reaction or not? Yun ang gusto ko na sana itanong mo. Kaya nagiging intelligent question siya. Pero yun na nga, you did not risk yourself. Parang alam mo, hindi ko kayang banggain si speaker. Parang gano'n ang psychology doon. Okay. Because if someone claims that they are allergic to the TCK product, then you have to investigate. How come you said it's allergy? It's allergy. How? Then the client will tell you, you remember I ordered to you a few weeks ago and then I took the product. 5 days later, I had these rashes. I had an allergic reaction. Point, it is not allergic reaction. Because scientifically speaking and medically speaking, allergic reaction occurs a few minutes after you take the product. If rashes will come out 24 hours after, 2 days after, 3 days, it is not an allergic reaction. It is what? Trying to remove all the toxins via the port of exit skin. Because if you were luckier, it would have been in your anus or sa imong phlegm. Kasi kag-ubo, lagi mag-awas ng mga phlegm. Or pimi ka mo taon. Kaya ibumog ka. Dalaban mo na, ibumog mo. This kay nosebleed. Air-breathe man. Matigalan ka naman siya. And because it's removing all of these toxins inside via your skin. So you have to investigate. Excuse me po, if you said it is an allergic reaction and then it happened, it occurred on the 5th day, I'm sorry, it's not an allergic reaction. It is part of the cleansing process. Nilalabas niya lahat. And then wala siyang ibang pwedeng ilabas na mas mabilis sa skin siya lumalabas. And to appease that concern, you tell the client, in the next 3 days it's gone. And then your skin will look beautiful and amazing, more than ever. Are you learning so far? I hope that you take note of those, because those are very important things. Okay? Kaya mo, na ang tuition na ako sa nutritional immunology na akong kurso, is 1 million pesos. That was 20 years ago. And now, some of the answers to the questions are actually part of our 1 week lang na topic discussion. 1 week, unya ako nag-help sa inyo for free. When I answered that question, okay? Actually, it's like this. Because of our advocacy, Ms. May, we usually make it a point that if we share to people, we share to them regardless of there is a compromise on amount of money. To us, kasi what is important is we are able to bless other people with the kind of knowledge that we have. Ganun yung and hopefully, it will help you out to becoming productive individuals. Kahit nasa bahay kayo, kasi sabi daw nila, with the technology that we have right now, people are becoming lazy. Diba? People are becoming unproductive. Hello, people, with e-commerce, we are even more productive than ever. We generate income. Diba? Yes, ma'am.
I have a continuation of Sir's question.
Abangan pala ito. Nakalaan ko ng abangan. Kasi go.
Sir ba, how long will it will end the healing increases?
I said that. It's 3 days. The longest would be 7 days. Kaya nga, when you're going to do the taking of the products when you have something inside, 7 days to 14 days. Pagka 15 days, the higher dose, 2 to 3 times. Pagka 15 days, once a day out. Some more questions? Yes, ma'am. Sayang siya, ma'am. Hindi mo question, ma'am. Sayang. Dapat
Para sa mga kanunay na ginatake ng medicine ba?
medication.
Yes, sir. Pwede ba sila mag-take ng TCK after sa pag-take nila ng medicine na ay oras para mag-take sa TCK?
Okay. Actually, your question is quite, parang ang dating niyo mo ka lang, kapag hindi rin kung nakupunta ka kung asa na sa issue sa pambal. Kasi I know as a medical professional, I know for a fact that most medication should be taken after meals. Most medication because of their side effects. Medication kasi will all the more add on to the insult sa GERD. Kaya it has to be taken after meals. So your question is it to be taken before or after meals? Ang issue kasi niyan, if the medication, ang timing niya is nasa gabi so after meals pa na medication, no? Then ito na po si TCK, after meals din. Ang klaro yun nga istorya is the right timing of the TCK is before going to bed. Ang medication kasi is after dinner. So, dili sila mag-abot kung buton. Dili, ginamit siya interval. Okay? Next? Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Yes.
ganyan, dami mga clients gani mo, tanang, dus ang effect gani if ever mo take.
Kanus
Ano sa mo, ma-feeling ang effect or ano. Then, one day, after 8 hours mo take, ma-feeling mo effect, so bawal movement na ha. Pero, naay customers na isang 8 days or 1 day or 2 days, wag yan kung sila nagkuhan.
8 days na?
Ay, 8 hours gani. 8 hours. Then 1 day, 2 days, wag yan kung sila nagkuhan. Then, daghan yung customer issue nila, at sila makakuhan gani aside sa...
They're constipated.
Oh, whereas like the constipated, no, maayo. So ako siya pa-explain.
Kung saan ko siya pa-explain. Okay, there are 2 aspects in that question. The first aspect is the importance of discussing the role of fiber. Dapat i-discuss mo ang role sa fiber. Fiber will do or will act on a particular number of hours. Kaya siya kapaspas. Kaya the best time to take is before going to bed. Because kung matulog ka ang 10, nag-inom ka, you would expect minimum of 6 hours. Pag abutin mo 6 hours, pukaon jugana, kaya mo ito yung magawas. Pero kung di siya gana, there is a problem with the client. That's the second aspect. Nasa underlying illness that is actually stopping it na mo epekto. When I say underlying illness, the client has a maintenance of medication that's stopping the function of your TCK. So you connect to the client by asking the client, excuse me ma'am, what is your health history? When the client, actually I don't like this. Okay. How do ma'am? The reason pala dugay siya is because some of your maintenance actually will act on it in this manner, it stops its effectiveness. So we just have to wait in the next 24 hours, 48, 72 hours para makita na may effect. Yes. And then do not forget to encourage the client to drink more water if that is the case. There are things I'd like for you to write on. Kasi sayang din kasi ito, research ko ito eh. Diba? Katulad yung mga research ako eh. May research din ako. So I'd like for you to take note of this one. Para hindi sayang yung inyong pagpunta dito. Ito yun. Kaya nga I was happy when Miss May was telling me na merong glutathione product, right? And then si Sir Paul he also confirmed na meron talaga glutathione product. Kasi po, when you are going to really wanted to experience detoxification, okay, pag may magkag TCK as the colon cleanse, the product itself will live up to its name. However, when you call it a process, pag-process, it takes number of days, it takes a lot of other things that you need to do. Because based on the research that I have gotten, it says here, to be successfully satisfied with your detoxification, you need 10 things. 10 bagay ang kailangan mong intindihin. Number 1, checklist to checklist. Dapat mayroong fiber. Mataas, maraming fiber. Checklist number 1, qualified si TCK. It is. Checklist number 2, when you cleanse, you also protect the liver. So when you protect the liver, the main ingredient that is protecting the liver is glutathione. That is why merong glutathione na lalabas in the market sa atin. Because probably the 5 board of directors understand, they know that it is part of the satisfaction noong iyong detoxification. Number 3, you have to take vitamin C. Ilang milligrams? Good news, mayroon vitamin C. Pinakita mo sa akin by messenger, right? Pag nakita niyo po yung si Eva, yung kanyang vitamin C, 2. Tama ba ako? Kasi I was telling you, I am excited with the citric acid here. Kasi citric acid, if you compare it with ascorbic acid, you're low. That's another thing na i-discuss natin next time around. Are you excited? Yes! Wala pa kasi si Eva, so hindi pa natin siya pwedeng i-discuss at i-scrutinize at saka i-dissect. Wala pa siya eh. Pag nandiyan na siya, doon natin pag-usap. Kasi sa checklist, pasado talaga yung ating mga produkto. You have, next one, you need to drink ilang glasses of water kaya every day? 13 glasses pataas of water a day. So that's going to be a problem with dialysis patients. Yung water na yun. Yun ang problema nila. Number 5. I'm not sure if you're doing this. Correct deep breathing exercises. That's part of satisfying detoxification. Correct deep breathing exercises. Are you doing it? My question here is, what is the correct deep breathing exercises? Ano yun? Paano gawin? Everybody, naturo mo na? Hindi ba? Okay, everybody, can I request for everyone to please stand up? Let's just do it so that when you go home, you will really see for yourself, check this tama pala. Okay. Can we do the deep breathing exercise now? 5 cycles lang ha. Diba? Correct deep breathing has inhalation and exhalation. So you just put your hands on your waist. Okay. Can we do it? 5 lang. 5. When I say you inhale, you inhale. When I do not say exhale, do not exhale, okay? So kung abot siya ng 20 seconds, that's the time. Okay? Are you ready? Yes! Are we ready? Yes! If you are ready, you clap your hands! Okay, hands on our hips. Inhale. Kajut lang, bawal umutot ha. Kung ma-inhale tanong sa tagaling ko, yun sa tagaling. Kalimutan kong sabihin para correct deep exercises, wala dapat umutot. Pigilan lahat yan, okay? Again, hands on your waist. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much. You can sit down. So, ano ang correct deep breathing exercise? Number 1, hands on your waist. That's correct. Number 2, bawal umutot. Kidding aside, you can do it even if your hands are not placed on your hips. Even if you're sitting down, you just have to properly sit. Yun lang. Dapat naka-upo ka talaga ng tama, okay? But in this case, kasi we have a wide space, so we have to do it like that. Ang magiging tanong ko lang is this. Kapag nag-inhale, lumalaki ito, lumiliit.
Maliit.
Okay. Kapag nag-inhale, lumalaki ito, lumiliit.
Maliit. Maliit.
Lumiliit na.
Maliit.
Third time. Kapag nag-inhale, lumalaki ito, lumiliit. The correct deep breathing exercises is when you inhale, are you putting more volume of air or are you removing volume of air? The word is inhale. Nag-inhale ka. Naglagay ka ba ng hangin o nagtanggal ka ng hangin? So ano mangyayari sa nilagyan mo ng hangin? Lalaki. Eh bakit sa inyo lumiliit? Si Zero. Ano ba Zero? Lumalaki na maliit. Kailangan mo Zero. Yan yung ipong na ba? Lumalaki, lumiliit. Lumalaki. Like this. Look at this one. Ayun o. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Ganyan. Problem. Since the time you were in elementary, your teachers told you to stomach in, right? That is why some teachers before did not pass the board exam. Pero kung lang mga teachers, iba, sunod na lang sila. Kung kinsa pa itong walay license, bakit yun na dahil mga stick? Diba? Inhale! Pag-unaran mo, hindi mo stomach in. That's very wrong. Mali talaga siya. So pag inhale mo, mudako. Pag exhale mo, kamay. That's the correct deep breathing exercises. Klaro? Klaro din. Pag uulitin natin, mahirapan pa kayo. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi ka, from day 1, kung nag-aral ka, hanggang ngayon, hindi siya na-correct. It is already in your subconscious mind. And it's going to take you too long to be able to do that correctly. So, for you to master that, try to watch your wife or your husband or your kids when they're sleeping. Diba? Pag mo inhale na sila, muna ko nagyan. Kasi, more correct deep breathing exercises. As if you are just sleeping. That is why sleeping is part of the 12 significant practices that you have to consider if you would wanted to live a healthy life and a longer life, aside from taking TCK. You cannot sleep well if you are not doing the deep breathing exercises correctly. Kasi it's the breathing exercises that will enhance the muscles of your diaphragm and your lungs. Are we learning so far? Yes. Okay. Some more questions? No more? No more? From that side. Wala na? Bakit wala na dyan? Kanina, ang iingay dyan. Wala na? I'm waiting for 1 or 2 more questions. Yes, ma'am. Last one.
Ako, i-share lang rin ako, pero sa tinuray na uwaw, ako. Kay my friend said na, nagkuhan mi ka ng nag-60,000 eh. Maay kayo kay para ang hubak, wag tanjud. Kami, namin TCK, bagpo ka ng, ako yan ko, lecture nito, i-drop na ko lecture nila, yun siya. Di nagigan ko, sa, ikatay sa, nag-drop na ako bang, sa history sa paano ngayon, kung kabasta kayo, first time ko, di ko mo sa yun siya. Sa Amerika, oo, di-visit na ito, kaya pangkato niya kung paano ang question. Kaya ko kayo ba, Amerika, oo, do kayo ito.
Wala na kuhan ka, hindi sa Amerika. Lalo sa Kulong. Kay Kulong cleansing match. Okay, in conclusion, ay, humanaman tayo ng question. Ano na siya? Ang last question na siya. Nahanapin ako. Sige, ato lang pabigyan to si ma'am. After si kay ma'am si ma'am. Siya sa lang ma'am, mag-welcome. Okay, para ihatag din si mamay. Ay, si ma'am! Look mo ha, lalo ba yung Suji Bill?
Good evening, sir.
Yes na!
Without sir, kinakakuan, TCK ba kayo maka-cleanse pa na siya sa Pectus and Bayuma?
Hala, I love that question.
Whereas,
Thank you so much, thank you. Nagunaan ko sa question, pero pakalato siya in fairness. Such a brave question. It's a brave question. To be honest with you, it's a brave question. How many of you here can tell me, you can raise your hands, can tell me that TCK can help that condition that he was asking? Raise your hand. Kinsa ang mo ingon yung makahelp siya sa PCOS. What is the other one? Mayoma, tasa ka. Katulad, mo agree sa iya. Okay, put your hands up. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. The point is, they help. Wala ako ganito sa question nga, ayukon man niya. Okay, that makes it a wonderful question. But it was brave. Do you know why? In the world of food supplements and other things that are present in the market right now when it comes to wellness, they all have claims, right? May mga claims sila patungkol dito sa ganito na ganyan. Ang hindi nila naintindihan is when you look at diseases per se. Sabi ko kanina, di ba, ang daming pwedeng sabihin kung ano ang dahilan bakit may masakit. Number 1, pwedeng dahil kasi sa toxins. Number 2, dahil sa stress. Number 3, dahil sa kinakain. Number 4, dahil kasi sa mga bacteria and viruses. Dahil sa cancer diseases and all of this stuff. With PCOS and myoma, you have 2 particular causes there. One is bacteria, and the other one is a cancer cell. So ano pwedeng i-point out mo na kakalaban sa bacteria itself? Because that bacteria is a bad bacteria. So ang kalaban niya, good bacteria. Ladies and gentlemen, the particular bacteria I said a while ago is, ano yan? Lactobacillus caephilanofaciens. Okay. with this notebook, very simple notebook, I found out that from the 8 and 9 strains of bacteria, there is one bacteria in kefir that is responsible for conditions like the one she just asked. She asked. Merong isang bacteria na tumutulong para kalabanin ang mga microorganism that propagates the growth of myoma and the growth of PCOS diseases. Merong particular bacteria nasa kefir. So, the answer to the question, it helps in capital letters, exclamation point, tatlo. That's the answer to the question. Finally.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
I'm Irene.
Yes, I am.
Kanang direct na lang ako nag-isip ko formulate sa question, pero kanang nalipag kaning like for example ako kay kanang dugay ko na buntis pa rin until now 7 years old na ako anak and wala pa jud na buntis ko usab, so kanang makatabang si at type 1
Magkatabang siya for fertility. That's your question. Kana siya nga issue is an issue for the past 23 years, 24 years that I've been doing lectures. Kana siya ang isa sa mga concerns na makatawagan ka. Kaya kung kinsa pa tong tao nga they're able to create a family and sustain a family, sila pa tong dili matagaan anak. Pero kung kawat-kawat lang, mga unwanted pregnancies, mga juvenile, delinquent pregnancy, mga ganun. Mga quickie-quickie, ano ba? Mas sila before. Kung ay kisiki-kisiki, ano? Before ko siya galit, diba? What could have been the problem in there? Kaya nga, to some couples, they would tell it's really a gift. It's a gift from God, no? Na mayroon talagang gano'n. Pero ang question mo kasi is you would really want it to go to the answer that will lead you to your better understanding or your faith sa produkto. Yun ang gusto mo. And the more you would want it to find an answer to that, the more siya naapektuhan yung pagmamarket mo ng product. Kasi parang hindi mo siya nakuha ba yung tamang or yung satisfying answer to the question. There are so many underlying factors that will make a woman fertile. It's not only an issue of cleansing. Yun lang yung point doon. Pero if you really wanted to challenge me on that, being your resource speaker today, I would encourage you and your husband to do TCK regimen cleansing for 90 to 120 days. And if you will not get pregnant, I will not see you again. You do it 90 to 120 days, both you and your husband, okay? Once a day. Once a day. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't hear, I wasn't informed about that. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's like this. Kapag kasi kayo, nakikinig kayo ng mga, katulad ng mga ganitong symposium, itong klaseng product presentation, you have to remember one thing. It's always different if the person comes from a different school of thoughts. Let us say, ako, my background is nursing, and I am a specialist for nutritional immunology. Because if your guest speaker is a medical doctor, iba po yung magiging sagot niya sa magiging sagot ko. But it doesn't mean we are not one. It's just that in this world we live in, it's always important to discuss certain issues. Kailangan pag-uusapan. Because at the end of the day, what we wanted is what? A community that is healthy. A community that is not a burden to us. That is why we are promoting a product like TCK. Because we believe that it's a product that will aid for everybody to be productive, everybody to be healthy, and everybody to be part of a peaceful, loving, and rich gentlemen, thank you so much. A pleasant day to all of you. So yung pictorials, mamaya na lang yun, ha?
Alright, thank you so much, Sir Jaime. But before that, may I request the 5 dots to please cover in front and let's